Okay, continued adventures in the land of land. I am venturing outside right now with one of my homemade, I don't know if outfit is the right word, situation for bug repellent, mosquito resistance, my mosquito resistance movement. Um, Essentially, I went to Torino last week. I went into the city for a few days actually, and do city things, and that was really actually nice. I did some practical stuff and like found this tule in Italian, totally by chance. I mean, I wanted it, but it showed up quite by chance, and I constructed a little outfit out of it, which you'll see here. It's a beautiful, bright, sunny day, and I look like I'm going to a funeral. This is the outfit I've made. Yeah, I thought netting while I'm sitting outside could help me, and basically it's just a couple meters of tulle, and I quickly tied things together to create armholes, and also leg holes, because I think ideally you'd have this pinched so that the mosquitoes can enter, and the same with the legs. Now this obviously is not perfect. It'd be what one might call a prototype, or do what you can. This is the veil. It works really nice when you add a little hat to it. Of course, it's a little bit cumbersome to get in and out of, but it does help. You kind of can also wear it like a shawl. But the main thing is I needed something over my face, and at first I thought about like wedding veils, and I thought, well, why not? And so it's kind of, first came with the idea of the wedding veil, and then the full body coverage. If I really knew what I was doing with sewing, I would of course create a real outfit that'd be easier for access in and out and whatnot. But this is pretty good for doing what you can do with what you have. So, but if there's anyone out there who wants to collaborate with me, let's make some mosquito net clothing for the humanities, because I know lots of people have this problem. There are a few things that are out there, but they're very, very much for like hiking and outdoor stuff. So some of us just want a little bit of garden protection, and that'd make us feel better. So I switched the hat around to give it a little bit more face visibility right now, and also, I don't know, it's kind of popple or something like that. New kind of crown, a new corona. And ciao Maya. And boy, spit that. Bye. Bye Ju. Bye Sue. There's Maya the dog. Bye Sue. Maya. Cosa vuoi fare? This is Maya. She is the owner's dog, and she actually is a puppy and has been bred from goat herding dogs or something like that. Those of you on the mosquito adventure with me, I have started taking vitamin B, as I said before. I think they specifically say B1, but it is a complex and has it all. I think it possibly is helping. I might need to take more. I take it usually once a day. I'm trying to do it twice a day, and I might up the ante. This is what better looks like. How about that? What other things? That might be helping. The owners put on some screen netting on some of the windows when I was gone, which was good. But there are still some gaps. So I think it's kind of helping, kind of not, but I'm still a bit paranoid, so I won't open up the windows yet to get more air in and stuff. But I'm gonna keep, fixing. What do we do? Amending and shifting. And ice has been a very, very big relief when it comes to the actual bites. So I'm scratching the hell out of myself where I start to bleed and everything. The ice is really soothing. Another really big thing is for people who are
I don't know what they call olive toned or something, but you like Asians and black people and Latina people, Latinx, we tend to scar more. Like when we get dark spots after like a blemish or an incident, and it takes longer for that area to heal. And I started using the manuka honey on the spots from the bites after the mosquitoes. Lo and behold, I don't know. I mean, like anything, I won't say works for everyone, but give it a go if that's something that troubles you. But you know, for the rest of you, also my friends who are white, you can use it too, because it works for lots of things. In case you guys don't know, I've actually been trying to use it with my teeth also. Okay, for cavities. I will say though, when I got into Torino last week, there also were a lot of mosquitoes there. So I don't think it's necessarily just a country thing. But my joke was just like how all the animals came out during quarantine. More animals emerged. So did the mosquitoes. So there you have it. So we'll see as the summer keeps going. It's getting more manageable. And for that, okay. The US being banned from coming into Europe this summer, or at least for the next 2 weeks, uh, is significant, interesting. Obviously, as we all know, I'm still been trying to deal with my visa. I'm still safe for right now. It's definitely kind of thoughts in my head about the future and the concept of ever being able to, not ever, I don't want to exaggerate, but the concept of when I will ever be able to see my friends and family in the US of A. City was great. Coming back to the country is great. I'm super lucky to have a really nice combination of the two, genuinely, and also of having like my best pal will visit here for a couple of days also, so I kind of run around. But then when I'm here by myself, I just don't leave. I hardly leave the house even because I am that kind of person. I would be outside more, but again, the sort of bug thing is something I'm still trying to manage. Oh, so last week with the stuff on the face, the things on the face, kind of reminded me of some clothes things. So last time when I had all those nice little circle things on my face, it reminded me of a sweater I had. And this was the sweater that a friend handed to me. He inherited, and it was kind of fancy. It's nice wool, and I really liked it. And then like this happens to me more here in Italy than in the US, but moths really enjoy good quality fabrics. So holes started occurring inside there. And now holes are not a big deal to me because I wear lots of clothes with holes. But it was a little bit of a bummer because it was a little bit expensive, this sweater, and I wanted something that maintained its wholeness because it's sometimes I like to play around with. What is it like to have something that is supposed to be how it is? You haven't attacked it with scissors and safety pins. Anyways, so what I ended up doing was I um, took yarn and I just sewed around the holes. Let me show you it like this. And I had this really cool yarn, okay? And so I took it in the holes and I just sewed around the hole and actually kept the hole. I used different colors. Like that. And first of all, so what happened is I salvaged the sweater, and then the cool part about it, right, is it actually created something even more interesting. Oops. And what's cool is also when you have like, you know, a shirt or something underneath, the color comes through. That makes it really interesting. Here's a new hole I haven't attacked yet. But yeah, so I would say get creative with what's going on with your stuff, and actually it becomes kind of like nicer or more interesting and whatnot. It's called visible mending, and you can, yeah, mend your stuff and make make the error, make what, supposedly is not right about it, what makes it actually even better. So give a look in it, and again, it's a nice project for those of you still stuck in the house. It's a nice one for those who craft, and it's a really good one for those who want to be part of the, is it fashion or clothing or industry, and how you can do it in a way that respects the environment, that doesn't create more trash into the world. Fast fashion, not good, people, not good. Really try to avoid your H&Ms and Zara's and stuff. I know it's not completely always possible, and I get it. I'm not asking for purism, just get conscious about this. Go to the used clothing stores and buy things, and limit things. We could talk later another time about how to shift things. Like everything in this world, every industry has to be rethought right now. And you're talking about academics, and you're talking about corporations, and you can talk about the fashion world and the food world and everything. It's all right there. So these are all the things you can do, all these little things to just get the brain jogging a bit more and finding the ones that click with you. You don't have to do every one of them. You can do the ones that like a little Cupid's arrow or something, like, oh, fuck, yeah. Try to find the ones that are fun. Find a couple that maybe are a little bit challenging. And challenging ourselves to push past something is also very healthy, but it shouldn't be pure suffering. This doesn't have to be a burden. Okay, this is like, it just can be a shift into something interesting and exciting and new and normalized. We can normalize the new way. So the things that I happened to draw on my face the other day was something that was a response, right, to something that wasn't so happy for me, or wasn't like, I don't like that, and I couldn't quite control it, and so it sort of took it and like shifted around and made it become something. And that's what, as we know, like inspiration comes from, is often a response to something that maybe isn't working. Because oftentimes, if something's working, then why would you necessarily change it? And I think this is work. Speaking of if it's working or not working, I do believe there's a mosquito flying around me right now, and it can't get me. We'll see. We'll see in the future. So one part to me of being a good anti-capitalist, and we'll use anti-capitalist for now, is, and what I mean by that is kind of less capitalism, or less of consumption. And that comes in many, many forms. And so I think there's a lot of ways we can consume less. And when we like look at the reasons of why we consume and how much we consume, or where we can address those things. Oh my God, you guys, I'm sorry. It's so brilliant. That fucking mosquito is on the outside of me right now. Do you see it? See that? Oh, he flew away. I think it's working. So super curious how everyone's been doing. I've had some people tell me that they're not, uh, you know, the rug is pulled under them financially. Others are doing okay that way. Some are semi-thriving. Some are kind of feeling lost and confused. Others are sort of almost not, well, business as usual, as much as it can be in times like this. So you're always welcome to send me notes. Send your own video to me. Why not? Just tell me how you are. Because it's curiosity, because on the socials, you can't ever get the full story. Not even with these. Okay, talk to y'all soon, and here we go, July.